computer.
Okay. All right. Well, welcome everybody to Melissa's LifeWave launch. She's very excited to let me present this for you guys. I just got the pleasure of meeting her last week in person, but we've spoke before about the different products and how it can help. And I've got a kind of a crazy testimony about that. And so people like to hear my story, and I love sharing this with people because it has just been incredible. My background isn't anything about biotech or the acting world or anything like that, but I think that this product is for everybody because we're all getting older, and you just wake up in your 30s and 40s and you cough and you sneeze, and then all of a sudden you throw your back out, and anybody got time for that, right? So let me ask you guys really quickly if anybody, I'll just go to you guys individually. Danny, you were the first one on. If there's any kind of aches and pains that, kind of keep you from living your best life.
I'm good right now. I hurt my knee, but it got better by itself before I learned about the patches. So I'm fine right now.
All right, perfect. You do have the patches on you though, right? You got the patching experience.
No, I haven't. They're in their little envelope still, so I'm just interested to learn more.
Okay, and then Joe, what's going on with you? Anything that's that you can think of? Any pain spots or sleep
You got about an hour?
Oh, you got a laundry list, yeah.
Oh yeah, I've got a bad back, bad neck, bad knee. So yeah, I've got quite a bit of pain. I'm constantly at about a 3 or 4 pain level on a daily basis.
Okay, does it spike up higher than that sometimes?
Oh yeah. If I overexert myself too much, I hurt pretty good.
Okay, I'll take you out sometimes. Okay, and Peter, how about you?
Yeah, I get a little bit of neck pain. I fractured my C5 a couple years ago, and so I do sometimes get some pain there. Yep.
Yeah, and that C5 it'll throw some numbing down your arms.
Yeah, actually sometimes.
It's weird how I knew that, right?
Yeah, no, it's definitely C5, T7, T8. So
okay.
Yeah.
The neck. I'm familiar with C5 because that's the disc that my doctor wanted to replace with me. So really quickly,
I got lucky. It was just a little fracture, not a shatter, so I didn't have to do any surgery or anything like that. But walked off a broken neck.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but it'll still affect you. Yeah. Just any kind of regenerating. Your body wants to do it, but it doesn't always do it perfectly. It's just like, Band-Aid solutions, and you're getting better. Okay, well, I'll go over my story really quickly. I was opening up restaurants. I also have a ton of kids, and I do a lot of things, and I don't know what normal looks like on a daily basis. Always had 2 jobs and 2 side hustles, but messed myself up really badly at work, and they wanted to replace the C5 in my neck because it was shooting pain down my arms. All the things that the doctors did to me made it worse. So one doctor they sent me to even put 2 tears in a rotator cuff, 1 tear in the other one. All my 5s were actually messed up, and basically I ended up in a wheelchair. But trying to recover from all of that, I was going to about 460 appointments a year for a couple of years. In that time, going to being a fully functional person to being somebody that couldn't lift a glass of water to her face. PTSD really hit me hard, and I started working on my brain, and they discovered a brain injury that I was dealing with. So all of that, it sounds crazy, but miraculously, I just one day prayed for an answer and an after picture, and the before and after pictures that I saw was 10 minutes after that prayer. So I do believe in prayer, and that this was an answer to it. I was in level 10 pain pretty much all the time through this, and the whole left side of my body was not functioning. So when I first got patched, I went down from a 10 to a 3. I was finally able to sleep within 19 days. My brain doctor said that my PTSD, anxiety, and depression had really relieved itself. And I was like, yeah, I feel better. Within a month, I was helping my sister move, going up and down stairs. And within a year and a half, my brain injury and anything mental health related resolved itself completely. My brain doctors were completely stunned by the transformation. And all of that was with 2 of our patches. So we are a biotech company. I have a story that, kind of supersedes most people that I talk to. And when sometimes it's this and sometimes it's that. I did have issues with my stomach for over 20 years with a hernia and 2 ulcers that once I added a different patch, that also resolved itself. And I'm somehow not allergic to cats anymore with that patch. So I'll go over those. It's pretty remarkable what we can do. I don't know, for the first year, I was like, I don't know. I think it's magic. So I'm going to share my screen and go over the info with you guys. Is that cool? Okay. Entire screen. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to lead over to this. If you guys want to write this down, the website's called startx39now.com. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, so we're talking about the power of the patch. Some of you might have a booklet to follow along with, but I'm just going to go over this website really quickly because it is a very comprehensive website about what we are and who we are and all the research. It's kind of a lot of information, but some people like to research. So our flagship product is the X39 patch. This patch, along with one of our supplements, just won the award for stem cell innovation last year. So it's pretty incredible what this one does. And when you put it on for 12 hours. And there's a thing about, stem cells. Have you guys all heard of stem cells?
Mm.
What stem cells do?
Yeah.
I mean, people are getting them injected into their knees and stuff. But the reason why they're so popular is because stem cells are actually what, start you off in life, the 2 cells from your parents, and then they double, and they become all of the things that you need, like a brain cell and a heart cell and a bone cell. So that's what stem cells are. They're called pluripotent cells, and they just keep multiplying and getting you better and until you're a fully realized avatar, and then they start declining with age because you're full. You're a full adult. But as they decline in age, things don't happen anymore, like recovering from a fall, or when you hurt yourself, sometimes you just don't get better faster. And that's why you're like, oh man, what are all these aches and pains? So that's really where aging comes from. It's just the lack of active stem cells. And that is what X39 does. It activates your stem cells they're still around, but they're just not doing much. We're just going to go through this little video. Everybody can hear it and watch it. Maybe I should make it bigger.
Light, the energy of life itself. Since the beginning of time, light has sustained us, fueled our growth, and shaped the world. Even Einstein recognized that everything we are is made of light. But what if we could harness the light within us, not just to live, but to renew, restore, and rejuvenate? As time goes on, we begin to show signs that things just aren't as they used to be. Energy fades, sleep declines, and healing takes longer. The reason? Our stem cells, the building blocks of renewal, become less effective over time. Since 2004, LifeWave has been delivering groundbreaking technology to help the body do what it was designed to do, only better. Introducing LifeWave X39, the first product in the world that activates stem cells using our body's own light. Backed by clinical research, multiple patents, and over 10 years of stem cell research, LifeWave's founder, David Schmidt, achieved something remarkable in the field of wellness and regenerative science that others, despite years of research and billions in funding, could not. The result, a revolutionary wearable light technology that unlocks the power of activating our own stem cells with a single, safe, affordable, non-transdermal patch that puts you back in control of how you look, feel, and perform. Here's how it works. Unlike traditional light therapy, which requires external light sources, X39 uses the body's own infrared light. When an X39 patch is applied to any point on the body, our infrared light is reflected back into the tissue, sending a signal to the brain, activating a powerful peptide, GHK, copper peptide, known to activate our stem cells. These younger, more effective stem cells then go to work, enhancing energy, relieving pain, improved sleep, accelerating recovery, and promoting healthier hair and skin. Unlike drugs or chemicals, X39 works naturally, awakening your body's ability to heal and thrive. Whether you want to boost energy for your busy life, recover faster, or simply feel your best, X39 supports your body's natural renewal process, helping you live long, live well, and live young. No matter your age or stage in life, your body is capable of more than you realize. It's time to unlock your full potential, restore your vitality, and embrace a healthier, more vibrant you. Be the light with LifeWave X39.
Right on. That explained a lot about what it is and how it works, and what's inside of these is organic crystals made of amino acids, salt water, and oxygen. And it just performs, it's a perfect lattice that reflects the light back into your body. And what's really cool about that is some big brain stuff that none of us had to invent, but somehow he figured out how to do that to activate our stem cells. But every single one of these patches are coded in a different way, so they reflect back to your body differently. So just to activate different things in your body, because we do have other patches. So the way that you wear it, you just put it on your skin anywhere. The back of the neck or under the belly button is where we've done all the research for the X39 as a great place to put them. You wear them for 12 hours on to activate those stem cells, and then you take them off for 12 hours while your body's resting. We like to add the Eon patch at night where that one was. So the Eon patch actually reduces your inflammation while your body's repairing while you're sleeping. So you just want to make sure to drink plenty of water. You can swim with these. Olympic athletes have done that. So this is what blew my mind when I first saw this, was the before and after pictures, because the picture says 1,000 words. So this gal up here on the top left, her name's Marcy. I got to meet her about 3 days after I very first saw her picture. And this really freaked me out because I could not believe that this was the same woman. On the left side, she had just had a double mastectomy. She had gone through all of her chemo treatments. She had a few different kinds of cancer, and then they told her, sorry, you're the 1%, it's coming back, and they basically gave her a death sentence. So she wasn't feeling great about that. A regenerative light therapy doctor that was a friend of hers gave her 10 of these patches within a couple of days. She started spitting out chemotherapy. After about 5 days, her skin started feeling better, and after 10, her mental health was a lot better. And she said, I think you saved my life. And she absolutely did. She's been in remission ever since. It's been about 6 years now. And she's been telling absolutely everybody about it. I'm really grateful that she started on that journey and that happened, because I'm one of 160,000 people that she has shared this information with through the company that has been able to recover. So are all the other rest of these people in here. So you see on the right, the scoliosis, the skin stuff. In the middle, that's actually a finger that came completely off and it died. And it was a young boy. The parents had the patches and they said, sew it back on, and it fully regenerated. The magic of stem cells, they could do that. So this neck down here that you see, that's kind of the stuff that I was dealing with, the pinched nerves. This stuff is great for nerves. Actually, I don't know what it doesn't do. I'm not a doctor, just so you guys know. I can't treat her. These are biotech patches, and everybody reacts differently, but I've seen a lot of miracles, and I've had my own. So there's this gal in the middle. She's actually, her décolleté, she's actually 62 in this picture. And you can see this gentleman on the right with his hair regrowing. This younger guy with 3 days of wound healing is what we're seeing there. So we've got David Schmidt's got over 200 patents. This is our inventor. He talks about that. I encourage you guys to go through this website. It's pretty awesome. So this is the award, or the stem cell patents that we have here, elevating the copper peptides and the awards that have been won. Our Cellergize, that is some of our supplements. Basically, when you're firing off new stem cells, you really need the right kind of nutrition to support the stem cell activity. So sea buckthorn fruit, if you look that up, it's amazing for that. It actually helps with that as well. So definitely adding copper, and it's pretty great, actually. It's a really good little kick in the morning. There's a lot of folks that I have started on the Cellergize morning that have kicked their Monster and Red Bull habits with this, because it's got a little creatine in there too, and just get a lot of stuff done. So the X39 and the Stem Cell Morning, those two products combined are what won the Innovation Award with stem cell technology. We do have a new product called the X2O light infused water machine. Marleen has one here in Washington. I've got one on Oahu. It's absolutely incredible. It's light infused. So it not only filters all the heavy metals and microplastics, forever chemicals. There's 2 different filters in here. It hydrates the water. It gets it to perfect pH, structuring the water. But then what it does that's completely different than anything else in the world. I mean, these were 6 different patents that had to go into this, that they had to create new categories because this is so innovative. The light that is infused into the water after all of those other things, it lasts for about an hour after the machine, and it is incredible amount of healing. 100% of the people tested on drinking this water have had positive results. And if you look into all of the testing, they actually came up with you are actually about 4 days younger biologically after drinking this water. So it's pretty cool. What we've noticed was just a lot of detoxing and more energy, more hydration, collagen. I've got 3 grandkids, and most people think that they're my kids. So those are the 3 amplified things that we have: the X39, the Cellergize, and adding the water are our flagships. We have a lot of different Zoom calls over the week. So there's a doc talk on Sunday that I always like to highlight because there's doctors from around the world. We are in 80 different countries. They talk about the different things that they have done with their patients. And there's just people telling their stories, things like that. You'll get to meet Marcy on a Wednesday Zoom call. So there's that stem cell and light technology there. This part of the website goes into a deep dive with all of the different products that we have. And if you enter in the passcode here, this is something that you can do on your own afterwards. If you really want to see, the password is share, all lowercase.
We have it in the chat too.
Perfect. Thank you, Marleen. So what's cool about really going down the rabbit hole of this, it talks about really what to expect when you start using the patches. Right away, 4,000 genes start to reset what's going on. So when you hear about people that have gotten the stem cells injected because they have a bum knee, well, the thing about stem cells is they go into whatever your body is in most critical need of. So if somebody has a heart problem, but they're injecting them into their knee, those stem cells that are, limited with the injection, and who knows whose those are, they will actually go to help the heart before they help the knee. But with our patches, 4,000 start going every patch. So yes, you're going to feel it, maybe not feel it in something where you have pain if it's an organ that is more vital that needs repair. That's been very noticeable with people who you would think are super healthy. They're like, oh, I don't feel anything, except for my hair started growing, which was my acupuncturist claim from from August. Her hair has grown over 6 inches since August. And she said on a Zoom call that she actually hadn't had a haircut in 15 years. And in Chinese medicine, your hair is actually correlates to your kidney health. So that's really where they started going for her. But yet she didn't notice any kind of pain relief because she wasn't in any pain. So after 4 weeks, the army is activated. Your brain balancing. For me, that happened a lot sooner. Collagen is increased. My mom's 74. She doesn't look it anymore. She looks more like in her late 50s, and she's traipsing around the Philippines right now when she used to crawl down the stairs crying with gout pain. So I'd have to take her to the hospital all the time, but right now she's running around all over the place. You do have reduced heart age within 6 months and then regeneration after a year. So we do say wear the patches 1 month for every decade you are old. I personally will not stop wearing these patches because I don't want to look 60 ever. I'm 47. I'm 46 right now, but I just kind of want to freeze time, you know? And firing off stem cells will, I don't know why I wouldn't do that. I started looking younger already. So there's a different innovations about the product. But like I said, I love the before and after pictures. This first one off to the left, he talks about how much insulin and heart meds that he was on, and he's 78. I mean, look at his before and after picture. But in this video, if you click on it, you can hear his story and what's been happening. I always like to talk about the vets with vets because, you know, just what you go through. And he had 7 missing discs. That was pretty incredible. He had a doctor that gave him a week's worth of patches and said, call him in a week. And the amount of pain meds he was on, the amount of things he had to do, just his lifestyle. I mean, that's pretty bad. So toxic exposure, we have a gal who down here in the left in the middle, she went from assisted living into looking like she's dating on an RV travel life. It's pretty incredible. The gal, and there's a gal here, mom with special needs. I actually have a son with special needs. He wears one of our patches, and he actually wears 2 of our patches every day, and he's pretty undetectable. If you keep going down, you'll hear from all of the different types of doctors who talk about this technology. But basically, it's pretty great. If anybody has any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them. Right now, to go over the few different patches that we have, and come back to here. All right. Can you guys see me again?
No.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So does anybody have any questions right now? Can stop and yes, Joe.
So, question that it may be something that hadn't been tried on, but Melissa and I know an actress who has been diagnosed with MS at she was 17. Will that potentially give her some relief from her neuropathy and all that type of stuff?
I have patched people with MS. I've heard of a woman who is fairly long-term with the company that she talks about her MS journey with a lot of people. If you guys don't know, with MS, it's a lot of full body pain. It's not great. And then, you know, you're just kind of going down. So the gal that I patched, she was in her 80s and she had severe MS. She level 12 pain all the time for years. She could barely sleep. What I did for her, so LifeWave, this patch actually had, all the patches have 30 patches in here. This one has 2. If you look at this in the envelope, there's 2 different sides to it. There's a brown and a white. And so the way that you can patch for pain.
Sorry, are you still wanting to share?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Thank you. Marlene's my tech support. Great. Okay. So we have the brown and the white. One thing that I had issues with was the shoulder. So I could put the brown like right where it hurt the most. And the different ways to use this. You can kind of move the white one around. These ones are kind of electrical. The gal that had MS, it was full back pain. It was pretty horrible. So what we ended up doing was putting the white one on her right side, the brown one on her left side. And because it was so severe, I actually did 3 sets of that down her back. And then I put an Eon patch right in the middle of her back and an X39 at the top of her back. So this one reduces inflammation. Within about 10 minutes, she went from I don't want to exaggerate. It was a level 12 for her. I wish I would have taken a picture of her before I patched her because it was like this. Her face was just so much pain. And within about 10 minutes, her shoulders dropped. She relaxed. She said that it went down to a level 3 and that she was happy enough to take a nap finally because she felt more comfortable. So pain wise, we do great with pain. Long-term wise, I don't know why it wouldn't help. just because the stem cells just firing off new stem cells, your body wants to correct itself. So on that, but again, I'm not a doctor, and everybody reacts differently. She should definitely have some water. The X2O water is magical. I've just heard so many great testimonies about this kind of stuff, and it wouldn't hurt to try. So that's my short answer there. And so for your neck pain, you can put these, the brown one, the white one, right through your neck pain, and then the Eon one between it, the X39 between it, and then the Eon 1 and 9. And then what we end up doing here, these are the ones that I'll just go over all the different products now. These are the ones that I have my mother on and my husband. So the X49, it helps wonderfully with bone density. So my mom was, she had some osteoporosis issues. And then the X39 is obviously jumping off those stem cells all the time. So these are the ones that is helping my husband's hair grow back, recovery. This is great for athletes. If you work out all the time and you kind of feel that, drag after a workout, these are the ones. We have a gal in, we have a power lifter out in Hawaii. Her daughter was trying it. Well, Sandra's daughter is the power lifter. Anyway, sorry. She was trying it and she forgot her patches for a couple of days. She's like, I don't think I'll ever want to forget my patches again because of how much I had to recover those days. I didn't feel it before with the patches. And within a month on the patches, she actually went to Korea and won a gold medal. So she's pretty happy with that. A lot of our athletes are on this one. So this glutathione patch, this one's pretty awesome. This is the one that I added later on when I was at a friend's house. I was doing some financial stuff with her and then waiting for her boyfriend to come home because he had some knee issues and some cancer issues. And this is the patch that I tried just so I didn't have to leave her house. And 5 minutes later, I wasn't allergic to her cat. And I was like, I'm going to stick with this one. This one, after a month of using it, I had a routine colonoscopy endoscopy for the last 20 years that always showed the hernia and the ulcers. And within a month, those were gone. And I believe it's because of this one. This one reduces toxins in your body. It ups your glutathione level by 300%. There's some people that get glutathione, I think injections, or they take it supplementally. This one is great when you're traveling, when you're on the set with a lot of people, if somebody's sniveling, put this sucker right here and it's great. I mean, every time on a plane, you just don't want to have to get sick. You can put it really anywhere. Let's see which other one. Carnosine with any eye issues, I always go to this one. This one's great for what else? Blood and brain and stuff like that. This one's great. But I had a gal who was looking at something like this, and I was like, oh man, I've heard that this is really good for your eyes. Put one right here, and within a half an hour, she could see better. And Marcy, that gal with the glasses who was dealing with all that cancer, she said, somebody really has some eye issues. Treat the eyes with these three, X39, Eon, and Carnosine. She just treated her eyes every single day with that. I saw her a week later, and her phone was down on her lap, which I thought was pretty incredible. And she goes, oh no, what the coolest thing is I ran 2 miles today. I was like, oh, you went 2 miles today? What were you doing before? She said, I was crawling down the stairs, which is pretty incredible. Some people react pretty quickly with it, but that kind of blew me away. You got some people with some sleep issues or some apnea issues, snoring issues. You got a question, Melissa?
Oh yeah, which somebody just asked me if there's a special one for stress.
For stress, we always go to the Eon one. This one's supposed to be the happy patch for stress. And my husband was like, oh, let's put 3 of them on the teenage girl. Because it helps.
I got 2 teenagers. I need 10 boxes of those.
Yeah. A friend of mine, he's a flight attendant for Hawaiian Airlines, and they were going through the whole merge. And obviously that was pretty stressful. He's like, you know what? I left my house with 3 of these patches on. It felt great. I was happy-go-lucky. So this one can be a day, a night. If like in the middle of the night you have like some kind of muscle cramp, throw that one on. It just reduces inflammation. It's pretty cool. But it's great for reducing inflammation while your body's in repair at night. Sleeping, this sleep patch here. It's great for upping your melatonin. I have a couple of guys that work for me that just don't get any sleep. They don't have anything else going on. They just can't sleep, and they swear by this. So it also helps with snoring and sleep apnea. This is another great one that helps with, that's great with sleep. It gets you a little bit of that. But this one is like, we have some creams that come along with this that up the copper level for you. But this is like Botox in a patch. So, like, I don't know if you can see a lot of lines on me, but I wear this patch right here. It actually decalcifies your pineal gland, and you get some really cool dreams when that happens. So I love this patch for that. I've also heard from my acupuncturist that it helps really with GERD and acid reflux. So I put it just right on my throat. That was something else that I was dealing with, and it works great for that actually within like 10 minutes.
Which one?
The Alavita patch.
Oh, okay. I need that for my mom.
Yeah, that one's awesome. So SP6, I didn't really know a lot about this until I watched, I keep talking about my acupuncturist because she is way smarter than me, going to school for 14 years, just learning all the different things that she knows. But this one, SP6 is actually an acupuncture point for your spleen. So some people, if they get like backed up for a while, this one really helps your spleen. Actually helps filter out your old blood, and helps with hormones. So menopausal, any kind of that kind of stuff. If you have hormone issues, she said she sleeps with this actually on her spleen. The SP6 point, if you look at Google on it, it's actually on your left leg, and there's like, it should be sore right there. So this one also helps. We recommend this for diabetics. So it helps with blocking the sugar going into your blood, that kind of stuff. It's pretty incredible what this does. My sister is a diabetic, and she was having some issues, just going to the bathroom. It had been days. So I had her put this one on her left, like right below her left rib, and then this one on her hand right here. And that got some things moving. So it's pretty incredible. Marleen is great about looking at protocols for different things that people have going on. You can put them on your body. They will work because of the way that the patches work, with the light coming off your body and it reflecting it back in a coded way to where the patches will work. They're working whether you think that they are or not. But when you have something acute going on, like my husband had a gallbladder attack, I asked specifically for a protocol. We used about 4 or 5 different patches. I can't remember. They were all over different acupuncture points on his body. Within 10 minutes, he was fine. He didn't have a gallbladder attack anymore, and he hasn't had one since, which was pretty incredible because I remember that attack was right before I had mine removed. So what we're going to go through now is we're going to look at Melissa's page. Let me share again. Sorry. Just so y'all know how to get some.
Master Gina's Zoom is in the chat.
Oh, yes. Please. Oh, everybody just copy that and share it to yourself. Entire screen. Okay. It is incredible. She goes through every single patch. Okay, so this is Melissa's website. You can see up here. Can everybody see this okay? Can you see it?
It's
what the heck?
It's loading.
Share. I heard Joe. Oops, something went wrong. Please hold.
I just want to interject too that it's been such a great opportunity for me to share this product with others, and it's like an affiliate program essentially, that can create additional income. I don't know. Do you get into that in your presentation, Susanna, at all about the great opportunity to earn?
Yeah, I can. There are ways to partner with our company. There are ways, like we go into, like I said, acupuncturists, chiropractors, people that, really want to help a lot of people or have the capacity to help a lot of people. Some people just want to be customers. We love that. But yeah, if you want to be an affiliate, you have a lot of people that you need to help that want to do that. We have, we can set you up with a website very easily. We can set you up with a Zoom like this and, you know, help the ones that you want to help. So that's what we have going on for Melissa here. And so it's just lifewave.com/Melissa Lavigne. And you'll end up at her website. You can just go here to shop, look at all the products. Let's say you want to get some of these. The performance bundle of the X39 and the X49 is less expensive, so it ends up being $180. But nobody wants to pay $280, so we don't let anybody do that. That's crazy. Sometimes if you are a wholesaler who's buying it at wholesale, which is an opportunity to do that too, you can sell them cash on hand for the retail price. You're more than welcome to do that. I just want to show you what it looks like to add to your cart. Okay.
I did add her website to the chat.
Perfect. So we want to go here and become a preferred customer plus. It is absolutely the best way to get more bang for your buck if you're wanting to be a customer. So for $25 a year, what this gets you is about $400 in free patches, which is why we always recommend these. It's so awesome. So you get wholesale pricing. There's a subscription program, so what you can buy as many or as little as you want. If you want to just kick the tires on the X39 patch, that is like the Reign Supreme awesome patch. And then you'll get loyalty samples. So with that first order, you'll get a 10-pack patch pack of the Eon to give it a try for the first month. The next month you put an order in, you'll get a little patch of the glutathione 10 sample. So every single month you put that order in, you will get that. What another cool thing is that if you do want to share this and kick over some referrals for Melissa, you have a share program through this referral link here. So the referral link that you end up getting, it tracks you as one of her customers. And when you refer her 3 customers, you will get $100 credit towards your own products, which is pretty awesome. If you refer her 6, then you'll get $200 off. If that's where you want to stay, that's awesome. But if you have a lot of people to refer, you can continue to refer them to her, or you can be a part of the affiliate program where you can earn some extra money. So that would be under the Join Now section. And this will get you the biggest bundle packaging. So we would say, nope, I'm not a robot. And the internet's slow, but to join the team, you've got a join button right here, and there's ways to do that. Please let us know if that's something that you want to do, and we can go over that later. But this is her website. We can process the orders through there, walk you through it. One of the things on YouTube that, I mean, you can go on a deep dive, look all over the place if you want to, love it, touch it, and get to know it before you try it. There's so much information on the internet. I always refer people to Dr. Stacy. Dr. Stacy is one of our brand partners who all she talks about on her website is all of the patches. This blue one right here, she goes through absolutely every single patch. I make sure that all my clients have this because it's hard to remember everything I just said. But also it's nice to know what all the patches do and how you use them and what they're great for. And so that's a really good YouTube channel. We're going to skip the ad, and then she really goes over it in about a half an hour. So that is that. So Dr. Stacy with an I.
Are you going to put that link in the chat too?
So
yeah, it's not coming through.
Have it.
Okay.
Round.
Okay. Yeah. We're not going to play the sound. It's okay. But this is the woman that she, by the way, is in her 50s. Her before picture, she looked like she was in her 50s, which was kind of crazy. I think she looks like she's 35 now.
And yes, I will add it to the.
Yay! Marlene's so good about the chat. Okay. So this is all of this information. It's why Melissa gathered you guys here to get the info. Not everybody has heard about it. It is really word of mouth. But that's why we're here. She heard my testimony. It's pretty crazy one, but everybody knows somebody in some kind of pain, or, you know, Joe is talking about MS. So, you know, think about, you can't unknow it once you hear it. This is out there and it works. And there's a gigantic dog outside.
That's why I'm sharing it, is because I have a testimony. I mean, I have suffered with just neck pain for years, and all of a sudden Marleen came over to my house one day and she sticks this little patch right here on my neck. Like, I couldn't even turn my head when I was driving. I couldn't even turn my head to like look behind, like to see if there's a car, you know, when you're driving and you look. And now I like have full range of motion. And I was just like, oh my God, I gotta share this with everyone. No, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I just have a quick question, just since we have some actors here, because I talk to so many actors, and I used to, when I was a talent manager, I used to tell my actors, like, find affiliate programs and make videos, and like quit waiting for that Target commercial or that Toyota commercial or whatever. Just start making your own commercials, you know. So I coach my actors on that. So are there any, I know with some of these companies, there's some rules. Are there any rules about like what you can and can't do if you want to promote the product with your affiliate link?
Yeah, so we do have to stay compliant, because people are always ask about, oh, is it FDA approved? But it's not a food and it's not a drug. So we are a biotech company. We're also not doctors. So unless you're a doctor, you can't say doctory things. We can, there are a bunch of things that we can say, like we are allowed to say that it helps activate stem cells, because that is true. And the patents are there that say that. That's exactly what we do. But also, you know, saying your personal testimony, usually we can't say like diagnoses. We're not allowed, I don't know why, but we're not allowed to say that. But I'm allowed to say I was in a wheelchair 2 years ago and I had 460 appointments a year, and I barely go to the doctor anymore, with a full recovery without surgery or meds.
Yeah. And then you can have your link like out there posting it.
Yes. And then before and after pictures are incredible. I mean, the amount of pain that Joe is in, I mean, take a really good before picture of yourself and then get your results, and then talk about it. Talk about your results and show your results. And that's a great commercial. And the affiliate link, it's amazing. Getting the water machine. The water machine is pretty great. We love that we have a product now that is not a subscription product. Yes, we do make money off of the patches, but with the water machine, it's $1,000 a pop. So there are other companies that have already hit the market, which seems like a bad thing, but actually it's been a really good thing, because if you guys have heard Kangen water is about $5,500 for those machines. People bought them all over the place. People bought them, but all that thing does is change the pH. So it doesn't do what this machine does at all. It's incredible, but the price is about the same. And there was a 3,000 waiting list when this first came out. So what that means is people want it. And because we have the products with the background of all of the testing and all of the patents, you can't get this on anywhere else. You can get it on Amazon, but it's full retail price. You can't get the water machine on the Amazon. It's for brand partners exclusive as of now. We are in 80 countries. What I love about being a brand partner with this is I travel a lot, and everything and everywhere I go, it's a write-off. So when you get a 1099 with a company like this, my flights are a write-off. My car is a write-off. I mean, everything's a write-off. So that's pretty incredible. And also, you know, I'm traveling now, and I'm working. So again, this trip is a write-off. So that's pretty great. Also, all of my patches that I use for myself and my family, they go under my write-off section as samples, because I do sample them all, and the testimonies that come out of it, it helps with business. And so it's a full write-off. I love it. Like the amount of things, if you haven't delved into a 1099 write-off for your taxes, it's pretty incredible. So yeah, we encourage that. But I love that. I love that angle about, being a professional. I mean, I've been having to work on speech with Toastmasters to really prepare myself, because, unless I was training kids in a kitchen, I wasn't really speaking in front of people. But if you have that ability inside of you, it's a great way to, earn money in a couple of different ways. Get yourself out there as an actor, but also, sell the product as an affiliate. It'd be great. Do you have any questions, Peter? You look like you did.
No questions.
Pete, you got to put that cool jacket on and do some commercials for this product.
Yeah, no, I'd definitely be interested. Send me a script.
I know, right? I seriously, I've been thinking about that, and just, hiring actors and just telling them to make me a video and then, post it. I will do that eventually once I can, put some funds together for that. I've been thinking about that. We're also I'm working on a docuseries as well about healing. And so Susanna's story will be a part of the docuseries. So I'll be looking for people to be a part of the docuseries that can share their healing stories. And I don't know so the founder of this company, he just did a documentary, and didn't he win awards? But turns out his producer knows another producer that we've just been talking to, because she has a little girl in the hospital right now, and she's been asking for prayer for this little girl. And so God intervened and connected us with her through this little girl, and we're all trying to get patches to this little girl and heal her. And then turns out, she's also, connected with all these people that we know. And so it's just miraculous how God works, bringing people together at the exact right time,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there's a lot of, as far as getting a script, it depends on what your target market is. I think that we should really talk about that more. I was speaking with a mental health therapist. Also, she runs Live Well Kids Up, and I used to work for her when I was back in the day, like 27 years ago. She's just an incredible person, but she also works with, she's like a brain coach, and I was talking to her about my brain scans. So kind of talking to somebody like that. And she's like, oh my gosh, you need to talk to these other brain doctors, this person, that person. So if I was to do a commercial specifically for them, it's like, this is what this can do for your brain. It's pretty incredible. All of your patients, they should have access to this. It's very accessible. There's not prescriptions that you would need to, put out there, because it's a biotech, and it can add a line of income for their company. So the brain doctors that actually treated me for 2 years, I talked to them, and if I could do a commercial just to them and other companies like them, because we can set them up, it would be something along the lines of that. Like, you've never seen a brain recover the way that mine has. All you deal with is brains, and the amount of people that can be impacted by this new offering in your office. It could be an incredible change for all of your clients. And actually, why wouldn't it draw more clients to you? And then the water machine, we would really want to promote the water machine in every single clinic that you can think of. Think about all the health and wellness clinics. to do a commercial specifically for them. So yeah, I mean, you could really go down that x39now.com website, learn the information and tailor it to what makes more sense. We can talk about it if that's something that you guys really want to go through, and look for the compliance issues that might be there and really refine it. I mean, I think Melissa would be great with that, coaching it through, and then let's hit it. Let's get those out to people.
Let's make a business trip to Hawaii.
Yeah. Pull right off.
Right?
Yeah, some incredible things.
I'm sensing a business trip to Hawaii.
Yes, I think that would be awesome.
Right?
Definitely.
Yeah. Except Susanna's on Oahu. So, but we'll, I think, Pete, you're on a different island, aren't you?
I'm on Big Island, yeah.
Yeah, because you're on different islands. But
it's so pretty there. You got to be careful with all the bog. Does that bug you?
Yeah.
The bog?
I'm pretty far from the volcano. I'm in Kona.
Oh,
Joe,
okay. I mean, we're pretty far from it, but it affects us in Oahu.
Yeah, it's the wind stream. I don't know. It seems it's not too bad. Some days it's bad, but it's been a while since it's bothered me, honestly. Kauai is where it's at. I want to go there.
Oh, Kauai. Mm-hmm. Where do you live, Joe, again?
I live just south of Fort Smith, Arkansas, in Greenwood.
Arkansas. Okay.
Yep.
Awesome.
Very good. And the gal that has the MS, where is she at?
Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Okay. If you have her address and you'd like to get her a patch sample, get that over to Melissa and Marleen, and I'm sure that we can send that out to her.
I sent Melissa a private message on here a second ago, asking her that she needs to reach out to her. And Melissa, if you don't have her address before you reach out, let me know and I can get it to you.
Okay.
I think,
good.
I would definitely know some people who'd be interested. So
wonderful.
Well, cool.
Yeah. So, so then it's, how did you want to go about that? How did you want to tackle it? If you wanted to do some commercials and, are you talking about people that are in pain specifically, or are you talking about, some clinics that you might want to talk to some practitioners
Probably
about?
more person to person is what I was thinking. Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, business is not a bad opportunity either. It's just a matter of I didn't put any thought into that. I'm sure there's plenty here on the Big Island to go through. So
yeah,
right.
If you think about some of those offices that have those big plastic things of water, it's just like, oh, when they offer you water, it's like no thanks. I don't want that.
Yeah, imagine going into a chiropractic office and having this kind of water, and actually people usually feel pretty great after a few minutes drinking it. It's noticeable, and then you get an adjustment, and your adjustment lasts a little longer, and you feel better. So it's like, oh, I felt better when I went to my chiropractic office. Like, yeah, you should come back.
Yeah.
And we would set the chiropractor up as an affiliate as well. So being the brand in front of folks, also for them to buy at wholesale price and then sell retail, that's a great opportunity for them as well.
Yep.
And referring to other practitioners, that is the beauty of network marketing structure. But we also, we don't necessarily always recruit. It's great for a chiropractor to just sign up preferred customer pluses. They make great money doing that. It's actually better income signing up customers than anything else. So, except when you sell the water machine, that's pretty good. It's like that's more than a car payment. So that's nice.
Yeah, don't tempt me to quit my job.
I mean, it's pretty laid back. It's hard to keep it the information away from people when you see that they're in pain.
Yeah.
And when you talk to people
really
that see people in pain all the time.
That sounds awesome. I can't wait to try it.
Wonderful. Yeah, we
We'll
have
hook
we
you
have
up. We'll send you some.
we'll hook you
Yeah,
up, and
send me
then
all the deets. Let me
if you want
dig
to start
through it on
making a
my end.
list,
I'll yeah, build a little something. Sounds
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. How's your business going, Pete? What do you have going on right now?
Yeah, so well, I'm working basically a lot of independent contracting stuff. I'm not sure if you had heard that Jared had moved off the island, so he had
Oh, I didn't hear.
gotten rid. Yeah, he got rid of that office. So I decided. I mean, it wasn't that much traffic coming through there, so it was. It's better to just book online. And so I know he's still booking stuff. He still has a website and everything, and I'll book for him on the side, and he'll send me, cash Venmo, right, as a contractor. But yeah, I'm in a position that I'm still in Hawaii. I just want to kind of rewrite everything right now. So this is kind of a perfect position, perfect opportunity to kind of reinvent myself. And because I still got a lot of the same connections and opportunities. I have some cool projects coming up, like helping somebody. So I actually just got like, anyways, I'll spare all that. I don't want to talk about it till it's in fruition. But yeah, just spinning my wheels, ready to get some traction for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a good thing to just help people get out of pain, even if it's just
Yeah.
that,
Amen.
right? Just helping people get
Yeah.
out of
Amen.
pain.
yeah, it's
And
a incredible business opportunity working with a biotech company, being able to say I work with a biotech company with probably the smartest person alive right now. He's still inventing things. He is this water machine, like I said, it was brand new. He actually just invented a drone that was being used in some catastrophe situation recently, right in Australia.
is that
That is going
public?
to be something.
Is that public? You can tell.
Marleen found it. She's great at looking up where all that information is. Eventually, we will be able to market that as well. I think probably to cities and fire departments and things like that. It's pretty incredible. He gave every year we have a conference in October in Anaheim. And the last conference was the first conference I had ever been to. He had alluded to in some of the things that he was working on about regenerating limbs for amputees, which it's like, that's crazy not to be involved with somebody who's doing things like this. I mean, he's so smart. And, I've had a lot of different jobs and companies that I partnered with over the years, and it's just like I'm more excited about this one. He's an incredible person. He has integrity. He cares about people, which is why all the products are all about helping people get better. And then he's a genius on top of that. So yes, please. And the money's pretty good, So yeah, I don't feel like it's commission breath.
Right.
When I talk to people about it, that's what, when you're in sales, you really just don't want to have, that kind of attitude about it. It's more of just like, yeah, the money's there. Actually, Marcy, this is crazy. So they don't talk about it, by the way, but I'm inquiring because I'm like, I have kids to feed and my mortgage is like $11,000 a month in Hawaii. But this woman right here, I asked her, is the juice worth the squeeze? Because I need to know. I got kids to feed,
Did you what? What'd you say?
I asked her if the juice is worth the squeeze.
Oh,
I got her and I just wanted to get better. And so I bought the biggest package I could, and I have a big family, and I started sticking them on people. And people are like, what is this? I'm like, I don't know, man. I think it's magic, for the first year. I'm like, you need to call Sunday because I don't know. I'm not selling any of this. I didn't want to. I was very depressed. I didn't want to go down sales. I did it with another company. I didn't feel very happy about it. And I didn't want to talk to people. I had PTSD. So I'm like, I don't know. I think it's magic. You should try it and call Sunday. And so Sunday, the magic of, having a team that helps you is she was enrolling everybody I said that to that said they wanted it. And Marleen was one of them. And then a year later, I could not get a hold of Sunday. And I patched some lady that was buying some things out of my garage on Facebook. And her hand was all messed up. I was like, can I record you? Because weird stuff happens when I do this. And her hand, she could move her hand when she couldn't, like within 30 seconds, she was freaking out and she wanted to buy some. And I was like, shoot, I can't get a hold of Sunday. And I tried to muddle through what I kind of remembered. And I was like, oh man, I made like $1,200 saying, I don't know, I think it's magic. So I was like, maybe I should get all the information and see what that is. But I wanted to know if the juice was worth the squeeze. Like, can I actually support my family on this, or do I need to get another, job? And now, Marcy, been with the company for 6 years. Have you anybody been with a company for more than 6 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. She averages $42,000 a week with this company.
Wow.
Not a month.
Well, that would fund a film, people.
Yeah.
That would fund a film.
Yeah. So it's pretty incredible. But like I said, she the money's there. She works very hard. She spreads the word. She's helped 160,000 people, and she helps us. Like, she is incredible for leadership. She is, she's like, if you put 50 people in a room, I will show up. And she did that for us in Washington. We actually launched Washington in January. She even paid for the event. She's like, I'll pay for dinner. Of course. She's like, why wouldn't I? I just got an $85,000 bonus. I was like, oh, nice. Thanks, Marcy. For all of her, business cards and all. Like, she hooked it up because she's awesome. She's incredible woman for leadership. I absolutely adore her, and I wouldn't be with the company if I didn't believe it, because I'm too old for that. I'm too old for the, all the things that you don't like about working with other people.
A company's great when they get Elton John to come sing at their corporate event.
Wait, who did they say there was?
Elton John performed last year, and I had COVID, so I couldn't go. Actually, I was in Hawaii, coming home from Hawaii with COVID.
Susan, it's supposed to be good.
I couldn't go.
The next performer at the next one it's supposed to be really good. Susan knows. Susan launched Hawaii a couple of years ago, and she averages about $2,000 to $3,000 a week. And I asked her, I was like, okay, that'll be nice. I can't wrap my head around $42,000 a week. It's just like, that's crazy money, I think. But I'm like, but I want to go old with you.
Careful with your words.
Yeah, no, I know. It's true. It's true. But I was like, we're growing old together, Marcy. Like, we need to take trips together. I just need to be like a little chick under your wing. Please just take me along for the ride. And, through the law of association, good things happen. So yeah, in the last 2 years working, just getting better mentally, focusing on my health and being better physically, and just, the power of prayer, but also really the law of association with these people. I really went from being on disability, kind of concerned about paying my mortgage in Washington and my rent in Hawaii, to we just bought a multi-million-dollar house. Oh, we're getting Janet Jackson and Matchbox 20.
Oh, no way.
Janet Jackson, Miss Jackson.
So there. Is the date set? Is the date set yet?
Yeah, October. What is it? Up.
October.
Janet Jackson. Oh my God. Okay.
Yes.
October what?
15 through 17.
Oh, yeah. October 15th. And where is it?
Anaheim. Anaheim Convention Center. Mm-hmm. So I do have a couple of
baby. All right.
The Hilton is doing some kind of specials, but yeah, Janet Jackson, they don't mess around with the entertainment. So we will see all of the info on what is new that David Schmidt is working on. You'll hear there was one gal that just walked around getting testimonies from people. They're like, tell me your testimony, tell your testimony. And then she put that up on her YouTube page and her stuff. And I mean, she just took it upon herself to interview people, because you are in, how many thousands of people that have a recovery story. And she just made her own channel out of it. You know what I mean? Like, she just interviewed everybody. So that's pretty incredible. And I was one of them. So she edited it all, like, it took her a little bit, because she got story after story after story after story. And then obviously people hearing all those stories, that was so smart. I'm going to do that next time I'm there. It was pretty incredible what she did. yeah, I'm sure there wouldn't even be a problem of like using one of the sets. That it was pretty neat, actually, the way that they had a lot of moments where you can stand next to the huge LifeWave thing, or you can sit in, what was it, like it was like a ski lift chair, and the whole background was there, and so you could take all of these, you know, Instagram moments or whatever. But why couldn't you just like, hey, sit down in the chair and tell me your testimony?
Oh yeah,
And get it from people and really, you know, edit it and run that. So yeah, I mean, you guys are in the industry, you're going to do so much better than me. I stumble on my words all the time. I really have to watch my swear words. It's my little thing. It's way too much military in my family.
Have you heard Gary V? Oh my gosh, don't worry about it.
Yeah, you got a very good point there.
If Gary V can do it, anyone can do it.
Yeah. So yeah, if you guys have any other questions, otherwise that's kind of it for me. We can get you set up, Peter, get you going. You wanted to research more, or you just wanted to get started as an affiliate? How did you want to do that?
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess just sign me up as an affiliate. So essentially right now, yeah, I want to try these things for sure, because I'm in a lot of pain. I've been hosting and busting tables and stuff, and like I said, I had that back injury, and I basically at some point my insurance cut out, and I didn't finish my physical therapy, so it's, you know, I'm still in a lot of pain. I'm very sore today, and I'm really curious. I want to share this with my family as well, and but yeah, I definitely want to pretty much hit the ground running with it. Just not sure the exact, because I'm at work right now. I actually probably should go check on my laptop, make sure I'm not about to do another pitch. That job's like driving me into the ground, pitching vacations to people, because it's like, well, you can twist their arm, they're not going to spend money. Like, it's up to them.
Is that with the Hilton?
No, it's not. It would be if it was with Hilton. Hilton's voted like the best place to work on the planet or whatever. I don't know about that. I've had friends that work there. I bet you it's pretty nice. I bet
my friend is quitting what you just doing that she does for the Hilton. She does this now.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing is, like, you know, I have a few different things that I'm working on as far as, you know, just different contracts, and oh yeah, call these people, and you know, whatever you get, you know, you can, here's what the cut is. And so I'm pretty familiar with this kind of work, and I've found a lot of success in it. I have a friend that does basically liquid drip IV therapy, and then he's partnered with a like a party bus in Denver or whatever. So it's kind of like an interesting little network. I don't know exactly what it looks like on paper. That's probably my hardest part, is getting things on paper, and tracking things correctly, right, with all the write-offs and everything. Like I said, just in a position where I'm ready to transition and rebuild my identity, kind of around something like this. Sounds like yeah. So just let me know what the steps are, what you need from me to get me started, and then so I sent my address. I have those. I can give some of those out, but like I said, I do want to use it myself as well. And then see, kind of, you know, I'll reach out to my friend in Denver and say, you know, if you're interested in picking this up through me, right, kind of thing. And since they're already doing kind of similar stuff, right, but more just hydration therapy, this is kind of that next step. I know he has a few other things like NADs. I'm not sure if you're familiar with those. I'm not all that familiar with all that stuff, but yeah, great opportunity to learn. And like I said, I think I need to benefit from this stuff myself anyway. So
right.
Yeah.
Well, I'd love for you to take a deep dive on the X39now.com page. As far as just sharing it quickly with people and not being on a Zoom call just yet, we have another page called whythelight.com. If you write that down, you could text that out to people. It's a short and sweet version of it to give like people a taster. And, you know, you want to get that information out to people. Let's get into a different maybe room chat. I don't know if you have time right now to get all enrolled, but we've got Joe on here, and we're going to be asking you for some personal information, like, you know, credit card stuff like that. So that's not really appropriate to do on this Zoom call. Yeah. So did you want to do that right after this, or did you want to schedule it for, you know?
Let's jump into it right after this. I'll take a look at everything, and then yeah, we should be able to rock and roll, I think.
Okay, perfect, Peter.
Yeah, it's nothing crazy. It's like, yeah, that's easy peasy. Okay. But let me double check on my laptop real quick, because I might have to run in and pitch a thing and then be back in like 15-20 minutes. I'm not sure exactly what's going on in there. I basically take 3 to 5 leads a day, and that's what's paying my bills right now. So I
Nice.
wouldn't really necessarily say it's paying the bills, right? The hosting is paying the bills, but
Okay. Okay,
yeah,
sweet. So we
free
will
the
touch
boat.
base in about like let's say 20 minutes.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, great.
Perfect. Thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and mute for a minute.
All right, Joe, how are you doing? Are we wanting to put an order in, or what's up?
Let me get the packet in since it's
Okay.
going to be a couple days late, and then I'll reach out to Melissa with any questions and go from there.
Okay, perfect.
That'll buy me time to kind of see where I'm at as well, because you mentioned disability earlier. That's where I'm at, so I get it.
Right.
With the I stress so much, every month just trying to figure out if I'm going to be able to make my bills and mortgage and all that stuff. So yeah,
Right.
this sounds like something I'm interested in. So yeah, let me get that packet in and go through it, and then I'll reach out to Melissa and we'll go from there.
Okay, great. I did want to mention that there are some insurance companies that give you like a Visa card for extra services. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's allowable to pay for your patches through that. And did you find another insurance company, or there was something for? There's ways around it where it can, your patches for your therapies to get paid for. I know Marleen was in a car accident, and the personal injury protection paid for her patches as part of her recovery therapy. So that was pretty cool.
Right. For me, it'll be September before I'm eligible for that. So I'm already enrolled. It's just not going to go into effect until September. So I guess
Okay.
that's that. It's Arkansas, so who knows?
Yeah.
But at any rate, yeah. So yeah, I'm definitely interested, and it's not anything that I'm going to put off. I just have to see where I'm at.
Okay, well, we will make sure that Melissa keeps in touch with you and follows
Yes.
up with you on a regular basis, but also let us know when you do get your patches if you need some help for placement on those.
Okay. Sounds great.
Glad you made it, Joe.
Yeah. I'll reach out to you here with that address here in just a minute.
All right. Thank you so much.
We have
Okay.
your address, right? Because
Yeah, you've got mine. I was going to send you Helen's.
Yes.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay.
I can call her too. I could call her.
Okay. All right. Y'all have a good one.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us.
You bet.
Yay, thanks. Bye. Good to see
Bye-bye.
you.
Okay.
And thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for everybody who came on. Appreciate you, Melissa, for sharing this good info with everybody that needs good info. All right. Take care, everybody.